One of the biggest time wasters with setting up CNC routers for projects is getting the work holding right. And like a lot of you, I really value a setup that's repeatable and precise, because when the setup is solid, the whole machining experience becomes more enjoyable and efficient. Today I'll be making something similar to a bench dog, but with a precision locating boss on the underside that interfaces directly with my fixture plate system. The goal is a bench dog that drops into position and gives me the same reference point every single time I set up a project. Since the grid of the fixture plate is perfectly aligned with the machine's axes, then the bench dogs will also be perfectly aligned with the axis of the machine. We'll start on the lathe with a 1-inch aluminum rod stock. And since my lathe chuck's pretty worn, it has about 30 thousandths of run out. I'm taking roughly 30 thou off the diameter to clean it up. Next is a light chamfer, and this is just for clearance, and you'll see why that matters in a second. And now we're going to part it off. It's about 330 thou of height that we're getting out of this part. And that gives us 30 thou to take off the top and back. We'll be making 3 of these today, and as you can see, even with the chuck on the lathe being kind of worn out, the finishes are still excellent. From there, we'll move over to the mill, where the rest of the operations are going to be done for these parts. And now we're over at the mill. I took the liberty of making these soft jaws off screen just because it wasn't that interesting of a setup. I start by finding the center of each of the dogs using the coax indicator, and the Z height using a gauge block. The first milling operation is facing the part, and I'm using one of my favorite tools here. It's a 1/2" end mill with 3 polished inserts, which leaves a really nice finish on aluminum and brass. And with most first runs on parts, there is a couple of small hiccups. My Z height wasn't quite right where I expected it to be in the program, and I hadn't confirmed it. As you can see, it didn't even really cut on the first pass. And then I neglected to actually check to see if the letter F drill was even set up before I ran the program, so that's on me. It was easier here just to run without a tool than to repost it out of Fusion without the first tool pass. Once all that was sorted out, everything moved along pretty quickly. These are fairly simple parts once the process is dialed in. And here's where I was really wishing my tool changer worked, but I am tool changer, at least for now. Here I'm setting the Z on the second part. We already established the X and Y with the coax at the beginning, so I just needed the final height of the Z once the stock was cut off of the first process, basically. And this would be the best I could do for one piece flow at this point until I can get the tool changer working. And that would be exciting. This fixture plate system is something I've been developing for a few years now. My goal is to build a work holding system that's extremely repeatable and accurate for CNC routers. And these bench dogs and clamps are just the first of many accessories I have planned. Now this part actually surprised me. When I pushed the stock with all my force, the fixture plate actually moved, not the stock. which tells me that the dogs and the clamps are solid. I've literally just met the limit of the mounting hardware, which at this point is just drywall screws. I'm gonna have to revisit that. I'll be using these in a lot of upcoming projects, so you'll definitely see them show up again. If you're into shop-made work holding or building tools that save setup time, stick around. Alright, let's put these into work.